Hey boys and girls, Miss Morris here with another measuring video. Today's video is for lesson 12.4 and we're using different customary units to measure. So what we're going to do for today is we're just going to take a look at some different household objects because a lot of the examples they use in your book are items around the classroom which you probably don't have at home, and Miss Morris doesn't have those at home either. So we're going to improvise and use different things. We're going to be comparing lengths. So remember, for an inch you can use a quarter or your finger. For a yard, or for feet you can use a wooden spoon, or you can use your plate, or you could use a piece of paper. And then for yards you can use your door frame, a couch cushion, something like that to help you think about what you would use to measure something. So in the visual learning, they talk about measuring a bookshelf and how it's about 3 feet long, and you could say it's 3 feet long and 1 yard long, but you would need more feet to measure it. So we're kind of comparing and contrasting different units of measure. So I just grabbed a couple things around my house that I thought you could help me answer my questions. So first thing I'm going to start with is my phone. Okay, you've all seen this at school because I message your parents and I tell you to hit send when it's a good note home. So, would I use inches or feet to measure this? I'd probably use inches, but if I had to guess about how many feet it is, I'd say it's about a foot long. I know it's shorter than a foot, but I'd say it's about 1 foot long. And for inches, I'm going to say it's probably 7 inches long. So I'm going to use my Sharpie here, and I know this is about 5 inches, and actually my phone is about 5 inches long. So would I need more inches or feet to measure it? I'd need more inches. So you're just going to like circle that in your workbook activity when they talk about different classroom objects. And same thing with your quick checks online. Now let's talk about your phone cord, how you charge your phone. This is pretty long. I think I'm going to take out inches. That's just going to take way too long. So I'm stuck between feet and yards. I think this is going to be about 2 feet long. So I could put it up to a door frame and see how long it is. I have this sentence strip here that is exactly 2 feet long, and Miss Morris wasn't very good at estimating length. I think it's about a yard long. So would I need more feet or yards? I'd need more feet to measure this because 1 yard is 3 feet. What else could I measure? How about a whiteboard? You all have seen me use whiteboards in the classroom. About how long do you think this is first? I think it's about 11 inches. So I'm going to get my wooden spoon to compare lengths. And it's pretty much the exact same length as my wooden spoon. So it's about 1 foot long. So would I need more inches or feet to measure this? Inches, because there are 12 inches in a foot. And let's try one more thing. Let's try a folder. In my folder, I have a story about Tucker the turtle. But in your folder, you might have your math folder or your reading folder at home or your writing folder. And I'm going to measure the width of it. about how long do you think it is from this side to this side? I think it's about 9 inches long. So I'm going to use my marker to help me figure that out. There's 1, 2. So it's actually almost 9.5, 10 inches long. So it's not quite a foot. So I definitely would need more inches to measure it. And I have one last thing. I have this giant closet behind me. It's one of these closets that you pull and they fold open. And I know a lot of you are going to be curious, what's behind the door, Miss Morris? It's a freezer. So there you go. You don't need to focus on that anymore. So this is about double the length of a door frame. So would I use yards or feet to measure it? Yards, because it's probably going to take less time. And I definitely would need more feet to measure it though, because there's 3 feet and 1 yard. It's a lot to think about, but take your time when you're doing this lesson and just think. 1/4 is an inch, a wooden spoon or a plate is a foot, and a door frame is a yard. So think about which one makes sense to measure it, and if you're using the bigger unit of measure, then you're going to need more of the smaller units of measure. Yard is the biggest, then foot, then inch. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.